going to show you how I changed the impeller on a 33 Yanmar 3YM30 diesel engine that's on my Marlow-Hunter 33 sailboat. Now, the diesel engine on this boat is what I call backwards because of the sail drive. So when you open the steps to the main cabin, you'll see the back of the engine, and at the bottom, you'll find a seacock. Now, it's really important before you start this project to close the seacock so water won't leak into the boat when you remove the cover on the saltwater pump. As I said, everything's kind of backwards on this boat. So in order to get to the saltwater pump, you have to take the cushions out of the berth and open the covers. But once you do, the pump itself is fairly accessible, so you can get to it without having to worry about removing pulleys or anything else. So that's at least a good thing. I used a 7mm socket to loosen the little screws. Found it easier than trying to use a screwdriver because they were on fairly tight. Once I loosened them, I did go ahead and use the screwdriver to remove all of the screws. And this is the way it looks once you get all the screws removed from the cover. When I pulled that cover off, I did have a little leakage because this engine was stored for the winter and there was some antifreeze inside. But because I closed the seacock, I didn't have to worry about flooding or anything. Now, once you get the cover off, you'll see the old impeller. And you'll also notice how it's kind of dirty everything is, so I'll clean up later. In order to pull the old impeller out, I use a stainless steel impeller puller. It's the way it looks. It's not a very big one. I had another bigger one that wasn't stainless steel. It worked, but it was really too big, and it started corroding after a while. So I replaced it with this new stainless steel impeller puller, and it really is easy to use. All you have to do is take the knobs on both sides, turn them in, and then you use the top of the impeller puller to turn it, and it just pulls the old impeller out without damaging the old impeller and leaving parts in there that could get stuck in your engine. This is the way it looks. Notice the slot here. I found it a little difficult to line up everything to get the new impeller in. It took a few attempts to do, but I also decided to take out this old gasket and replace it with a new one. So my first step was to clean up all that gunk and stuff inside and around the cover. I use this impeller kit that I got from Yanmar that includes everything you need to do this job. And includes a new O-ring. I already talked about I pulled the old one out. Of course, it comes with a new impeller lubricant. When you read the instructions, it clearly says not to use a petroleum-based lubricant, so only use this glycerin. So you put the glycerin on the new impeller and inside the pump itself, and before you insert it. As I said, I had a little trouble getting it in, but it took a while. Finally got it in. Kit also comes with new screws, stainless steel screws, and I decided to go ahead and use the new screws. I did hold on to the old ones, and it's a good thing because I dropped one of the new screws, and I just used one of the best old ones to replace it. It's probably a good idea to put a little towel or something underneath in case you do drop a screw, especially if you don't have spares. I had a little trouble lining up the cover, but I did, and I used my fingers and a screwdriver to get all the screws started, and finally I tightened them up again with the 7mm socket. Once you do all of that, you go back to the front of the engine, open the seacock. This is important. Make sure you open the seacock before you start the engine. So you want to start the engine, and you want to make sure there's no leaks or anything, and you should be good to go. So this program goes fairly quickly, but in reality, it took me a couple of hours to do the whole job.